How is global political media bias handled in different nations? Imagine trying to see the full picture when news stories are shaped by different rules and norms around the world. That's what we're exploring today. How do countries deal with political bias in their media? It's a complex story with many layers. In many nations, people expect the news to be fair and balanced. Surveys show that most folks believe news should not favor one political side. But how much trust people have in their media varies a lot. In some countries like those in Western Europe, people tend to be more skeptical of bias. In the United States, trust in media can be very divided, often along political lines. This makes it tricky for media outlets to meet public expectations for fairness. Some countries have governments that influence what gets reported. In authoritarian nations like China or North Korea, the government controls media content tightly. They censor stories that might criticize the ruling party or show dissent. This results in news that mainly supports the government's views. In these places, media often act as mouthpieces rather than independent sources of information. In democratic countries, economic factors can also shape media bias. For example, in India, many news outlets depend on government advertising money. This can lead to coverage that favors the ruling party to keep funding flowing. Sometimes, media outlets become aligned with government interests, which limits their independence. Countries with strong press freedom and many different media outlets tend to have less bias overall. For instance, in the Netherlands or many Western European nations, you find a variety of news sources with different political leanings. This diversity helps people see different sides of an issue. When multiple perspectives are available, it's easier to spot bias and make up your own mind. Social media adds another layer. Algorithms on platforms like Facebook or YouTube can favor certain political content. Sometimes they push right-leaning or left-leaning stories more, creating echo chambers. This can reinforce existing beliefs and make it harder to see the full picture. So, how can individuals handle this? Developing media literacy skills is key. First, recognize that all media can have some bias. Look for emotionally charged language or one-sided stories. Cross-check news from different outlets with different political views. Know who owns or funds the media you follow, as this can influence what they report. Use fact-checking tools to verify claims, especially on hot political topics. Be cautious about viral stories on social media that lack credible sources. And finally, learn about your country's media laws and practices so you understand the environment you're consuming. In the end, how countries manage political bias varies a lot. Some have strict government controls, while others have a rich mix of independent outlets. But no matter where you are, building skills to spot bias helps you see the news more clearly. It's all about being a smarter, more informed viewer.